Hello, class, and welcome to episode 2 of the Nerd Academy podcast. I am your host, Jared Bachman Stubbs, joined by one Travis Grossman.
Howdy.
And Professor Levi Baum.
Hi.
So
He's like, yep, I'm here.
you're just so mellowed out, like next to our crackhead energy. It's just so
Well, since
refreshing.
this isn't my forte, I'm not going to do anything
Well, I mean, you know,
major.
you have feelings and thoughts to share.
I want more. I didn't click on this article bits because that was
Yeah,
funny.
that was hilarious. Consistently laughing. Travis, how was your week, buddy?
Considering it's only been like 3 days,
Yeah.
not much has happened. I felt bad. Like we were so in the moment last time that I forgot to talk about what had happened to me the weekend prior, where one of my old roommates moved in like an hour away. So I was like breaking him into the area. And I was like, oh, you're a PA resident now. I got to take you on a late night Sheets run. And he was like, hell yeah. He's been to Sheets. He's visited down here before and he's been to Sheets before. But I was like, you're a resident. We got to go at like midnight. We were a light away from the Sheets and we got rear-ended.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Which like,
I heard this story. It's not a great time.
I mean, it was like his car wasn't severely damaged. All the pieces that were on the road were the other car. So, I mean, it could have been worse. No one that mattered was hurt. If they were hurt,
That's good.
screw them. They hit and ran. So,
You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes.
yep. And we got exciting news. We got a new microphone. So hopefully, there's not as much fuzz.
Less fuzz is a good thing.
Yes, I love this baby so much.
Altoona like the baby, or
The hub.
I guess the hub of Sheets. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where the headquarters
Sheets is the baby of Altoona. Yeah.
Yeah.
I learned that in an icebreaker today with my one of my classes.
Yeah?
Today was our
and
first
classes
day back
started today. Yeah,
at St. Vincent College. My Mondays are stacked.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't get to eat lunch.
Ooh.
The look of like dry terror in your eyes when you said that.
Like, I'm gonna die.
My junior research seminar professor, who's also my major advisor, Dr. Kelly, he is such a kind man. He will be like getting us pizza at 3, which is cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Levi, how was your week outside of realizing you don't get to eat lunch anymore?
Well, I think I took my turn already, but yeah, it's been good. Got a decent amount of sleep. I'm less tired than last time.
I hope that is your weekly update on both shows, is giving us like a rough guesstimate as to how much sleep you're getting.
I'm doing all right on sleep, guys.
Sleep.
Bad news, guys. 3 all-nighters in a row. A lot of cocaine.
Yeah. Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola.
Shooting Coca-Cola.
That's Jared and I went to the gym today, and as he gets in my car, I'm like, "Don't worry, I did my pre-workout. It's just a line of coke." That's a lie. I don't do drugs.
Yeah, we are a very straight edge podcast here. We are not doing any drugs. Yeah, it's good.
Not until we start making that money.
Yeah, not until we can afford cocaine, honestly. Well, that sounds good, Levi.
Thank you.
I hope your professor keeps you well fed with your pizza.
Me too. How was your week so far?
I mean, just exciting getting to do all this, getting to, give well wishes and farewells before everybody who isn't local had to go back to school, which was unfortunate and upsetting. But, everybody will be back in town soon enough for more tomfoolery. So outside of that, nothing too much. I was finally getting over this confounded cold.
That's where Joel is.
Yeah. He got there. He figured it out.
And Spencer.
Spencer. Maybe I'm not as awake as I thought.
Turns out less sleep than I thought. All right. So we have, this week on Thursday, you guys can tune in and check out the first episode of Knights of the Nerd Republic. Very excited for this one. It's going to be our Rise of Skywalker 1 month later review. So very excited for that. Very excited to get that show on the road.
Couple hot takes I want to share on that.
I am so ready for your hot takes, Levi.
Yep.
My body is ready. speaking of bodies, this movie is dead on arrival. Morbius, the trailer for it came out today at the time of recording, yesterday for you guys. We also got an image the night before, which is basically just that shot of him looking over his shoulder at the end.
With the Spider-Man poster.
Oh yeah, and the one with Murderer. I am so excited to just warm my hands over this dumpster fire. This looks so bad. I knew that, like, there's, in the same vein as Venom, where, like, Sony is trying to pretend it has its own cinematic universe.
Yeah.
Like, now we're really swinging for it.
I like how they tried to sell it with, from the studio that brought you Spider-Man Homecoming and Spider-Man Far From Home, and it's like, really?
Really? What's Kevin doing on this movie? What is Feige up to with this train wreck? I mean, credit where credit is due. I think Jared Leto is a fine actor. He looks like he's doing his best. As long as he's not...
He's actually drinking people's blood.
Yeah.
Well,
that's the thing. Like, he didn't do things the Joker would actually do during all that craziness. So, like, he's probably not even drinking blood to get into character for Morbius. He's probably, like, just, like, chopping, like, garlic to be like, oh, I don't like garlic now. Or just some weird nonsense. I don't know what Jared Leto's doing behind the scenes.
We'll hear about it in a couple months before the movie comes out.
Oh, yeah. Matt Smith will need therapy. Everybody will be, like, you don't know the things he did.
I can't believe I left Doctor Who for this. I can't believe I wasn't in Star Wars for this.
Yeah. I had another thing I want to talk about on Nights.
And this sucks because I really like Morbius.
Yeah, he's a great character.
A lot of Spider-Man villains that I know of don't have a lot of creativity going into them, at least their names.
Yeah.
So when I saw this, like, artificially self-made vampire that can fly and has to drink blood, that was kind of cool.
It's a cool premise. He's a really cool character, and
looks awesome.
Yeah, Morbius is that probably one in the pantheon of characters that, like, kids that grew up on the 90s Spider-Man cartoon probably have, like, a real soft spot for him. Like, I know that's true for me. Where, like, I have a soft spot for Morbius because of that cartoon.
What's the 90s cartoon?
It's
not the Spectacular Spider-Man.
No, not the Spectacular Spider-Man. The one that had the Aerosmith sounding theme song. Like the spider blood, radioactive spider blood,
okay,
that one.
Okay.
I love that one. And, like, Morbius had, like, a couple really good arcs there. So I just talk about the main things from the trailer that everybody's talking about. The PS4 video game loading screen poster.
Well, that's everyone. So everyone said that, and I'm like, I looked again. I'm like, wait, I didn't see any white on the suit. I didn't realize they had switched out the suit to be the Tobey Maguire suit.
It's literally a loading screen from the game. Like, even if they didn't, like, literally, like, screen capture a loading screen from the PS4 game, like, that stance and, like, the way it's shot and the way that, like, the sunlight inside of the image itself is hitting him looks like the evening time load screen if you're wearing the Sam Raimi suit.
What if it was just, like, the Spider-Man 2 poster with MJ out of it and without the text on it?
That would have been... I'd get a Morbius tattoo tonight.
Which ass cheek? Nope. It
wasn't me.
That's fine.
Left. But no, so there was that. But here's the weird thing. So they have murderer written on it.
Yeah.
Which implies, like, the whole Mysterio fallout.
But also, it's in the Sonyverse, probably, but also Michael Keaton's in it. What I really hope, what I want more than anything is Michael Keaton to just be playing a random character. Like, I don't want him to be playing Vulture. I want him to just be like Joe Schmo scientist who has it in with Morbius. I I think that would just be so funny.
Equally conniving as Adrian Toomes.
Yeah.
But just
like he's just there and it just happens to be Michael Keaton and nobody like someone might even reference like you'd look good in a wingsuit.
Yeah. Oh, like a really bad Sony. Like
Yeah.
really swinging for it.
Or like he passes by the Vulture Wings and goes, I need to get me with some of those.
Something really as on the nose as possible.
Yeah.
I remember because I was at work when the trailer dropped and I was like seeing the fallout on Facebook and Twitter and out loud, and luckily the theater was dead. But I was just like looking at my phone and out loud when I saw like a screen cap of Michael Keaton in what looks like a prison outfit, like out loud went, wow, like stunned, like the balls on this movie. That they're like actually going to attempt to bamboozle people into thinking this is canon to the MCU.
What do you do if tomorrow at 6? So we've said 6 a.m. Eastern, 6:01 Eastern Standard Time. Kevin Feige says Morbius will be canon in the MCU. Jared would have just done a spit take if there was any water left in his mouth.
I had to like cheek it under my tongue.
Yeah.
Just hearing those words by themselves are hilarious. I don't know what the plan is with this movie, especially like...
I don't think Sony knows what the plan is with this movie.
Especially with the rumors that Tom Holland is going to be in Venom 2.
Yeah.
And there was that whole thing where like there was the big prevailing rumor that scenes were shot and like John Schnepp, the late John Schnepp, even said live on Collider Heroes, and that was still a thing.
When that was still a thing.
Yeah, said that like Feige and Disney approached Sony and were like, please cut Tom Holland out of this movie. So he did have a cameo in the first Venom, and now that they're playing it a little bit more fast and loose, I don't know what they might do here with the new version of the Sony deal, but some interesting things are happening for sure.
Yeah. Hey, wait. I do have a question. Who would go on your right cheek?
Is that where the Harley Quinn diamonds are?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because I know there's the Harley Quinn diamonds, now Morbius, Claude's on there somewhere.
Yeah.
From the Force Awakens, from Rise of Skywalker, Claude.
The giant orange worm man.
Yeah.
Yeah, him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good question.
Thank you.
Extra credit. Travis, you want to take point on this second story?
Yeah. Give me a minute.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find. I'm sure he has a quote. So RDJ says that he might be coming back for Iron Man in some way, shape, or form. I found his quote in the article because I'm just that good. As far as I'm concerned, I've hung up my guns and I'm good to let it go. I also think that Marvel is on this journey now where they're trying a bunch of other stuff. I'm excited for them to see how all of that goes. It's hard to project, but we got a lot of other stuff we want to do. But before that, he said anything could happen, which we're like 98% sure he's going to be in What If.
Yeah, he is. It is
okay.
confirmed. He's in What If.
Okay, so then that counts.
Yeah, I think they mean like some form of like canon appearance.
They could always just be like, hey, if they do any more prequel movies, like, you know, Black Widow-esque,
yeah,
like, hey, can you just like show up on set for a couple minutes?
Yeah, or you can just have like pre-recorded messages.
Yeah,
stupid stuff like that. Like
he could start doing like Stan Lee-esque cameos for all I care.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah,
that'd be cool.
I would look forward to seeing, you know, just like pre-recorded messages from Tony and, you know, or hell, even if you did something with Morgan of like what they did with the whole Riri Williams Ironheart thing.
Yeah.
Where like, you know, Tony's an AI in the suit. So like he doesn't
Well, that's what everyone thought
like,
would happen with Far From Home, is that the AI in the glasses was going to be Tony.
Yeah.
But I'm okay with it not.
Agreed.
You know.
Yeah, I think that would, with as much as like Far From Home tries to like do the whole laugh to keep from crying with the existential dread that comes with what happened to everybody, I am glad that they didn't laugh to keep from crying. The one thing I kind of want to keep crying about,
Yeah.
if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
So
I don't know about laugh, but just like, is he really gone? You know, if he's there as an AI.
Yeah.
Peter doesn't get to have that full arc of moving on.
Yeah.
He's the AI.
I would like him to stay dead.
Oh yeah, I want like dead.
I need him
Yeah.
in the ground.
Yes. Let it die. Let the past die.
Wrong show.
Kill it if you have to.
Oh, he did.
So I am gonna take point on this one because this is like all the weird MCU rights stuff. So there was like a weird dust up where for about maybe a day and a half, Disney kind of accidentally made it look like the New Mutants was in the MCU in a press release. There was so there was a newsletter that was put out that listed New Mutants as an MCU movie. They're seriously an electrifying new addition to the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and it comes in the latest from 20th Century Fox and Marvel Entertainment, was the way it read initially. And then everybody went, oh, so this is canon to the MCU. This is our first appearance of the mutants in the MCU.
Yeah.
So they had to...
said.
Yep, that's what they said. So they had to walk that back and clarify it wasn't. It's very rare that Disney and the powers that be with this sort of thing make these kinds of mistakes.
Yeah, how do you screw that up?
Like it... Especially knowing that, like, when you attribute names like MCU to, or the letters MCU and words Marvel Cinematic Universe to a project and to a property that you have assigned it 23 movies of baggage and canon and all of this craziness. I don't understand how you make a flub like that. Like somebody...
Laziness.
Huh?
Laziness.
Laziness, and also not knowing what the hell you're talking about. So, yeah, that's what that whole situation was.
So it is not
It
in
is
the
not.
MCU?
It is not canon to the MCU.
At least
Are we
not
ever
yet.
gonna get X-Men
We
in
will
the
be.
MCU?
We will be. We will be getting the X-Men
Maybe
and the
someday.
Four. Well, not maybe. Feige said that we will.
Okay.
Because Disney owns Fox now and a magnificent monopoly. But
One that we both praise and hate.
yeah, well, if the monopoly is going to exist and nothing has been done to stop it, the least I can do is revel in the fact that we will get a good Fantastic Four movie from it.
What if it's worse than Fan Force thing? What if
That is when the communist revolution starts, and we start eating the rich. Is like Disney could have done it. They could have been the ones to not completely wet themselves with the Fantastic Four, and even they messed it up. This monopoly's worth nothing.
You think it'll be a
Burn it all
communist
down.
revolution?
it will be? If we have
I'm in the
anything
mood
to say
for a
about it.
monarchy.
Yeah,
I'm in the mood for a monarchy.
I'm just in the mood for one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like you can
Levi's
only
talking
eat
about
Joey-O's
monarchy.
every so often. I'm feeling a monarchy.
I love you. Never change. But yeah, we will be getting the X-Men and the Fantastic Four eventually. I think we are going to be starting to see them tee that stuff up very, very soon.
Cool.
I'm guessing Phase 5.
Oh yeah.
Even though it would have been too great to have the four in Phase 4, or, you know. But that's neither here nor there. Could you imagine if New Mutants actually was canon to the MCU?
Well, that's like
How do you make that work?
Doctor Strange.
How so? Doctor Strange. Like,
multiverse shenanigans.
I don't want it to be.
I don't want it to be that way either, but that's how they could do it. And like, at the very least, not that they're gonna like just canonize all of the like the Fox X-Men movies, but I think you can have fun like as he's traversing multiverses, like he bumps into some of the X-Men from Fox. I think that could be funny. I don't think they should because it'll like everyone will immediately go, wait a minute, they're canon now?
Yeah, yeah, I don't...
Yeah.
that is one thing that just really scares me about the multiverse being a thing with the movies, is just how much you can hand wave with just something multiverse.
Yeah.
Because in the comics, you have enough time to like... In almost any other medium, you have the necessary time to kind of be like, okay, here's this thing we can do. Here's all the things we cannot do with it. And this is why we can use it right now. I don't know that like we have enough time in one movie with Multiverse of Madness to kind of like tee up. This is why we can't just all of the continuities.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just scares me. I also don't want
They managed it with Endgame.
Yeah, but that was just more of like a time travel mechanic. And I was okay with that. And there were still people who didn't understand it.
Yeah.
I don't think that movie understood it.
You're also right about that.
Like,
because they ended up contradicting itself
several times. Not to mention that, like, in the moment where Hulk tries to explain it, I've explained it to people because the way he says it is so just, like, wraps around itself to eat it, like, its own explanation. That,
deliberately so, I think.
I understand, like, I understand what he's saying because I've seen that time travel, like, that version of time travel done in other shows. But, like, you can't, the way he says it is so confounded that it's just like, that. What you just said made no sense. Like, grammatically, it made no sense.
Yeah. I like how you just like very plainly were just like, it's Dragon Ball time travel.
Yeah, that's what it is. Like, you just open up a different timeline.
Yeah. Like a new tab on Chrome.
Yeah.
Yeah. I made the disgusting sound, but I kind of liked how Dragon Ball Z handled it.
I mean, it was okay. The implications it leads to are weird, especially when they go, okay, now here's a multiverse where there's only 12 universes. Then what about the timelines? Because by the end of, like, we're sidebarring here, but by the end of the Cell Saga, there are 4 known timelines, at least.
That all branch from,
that are
like,
from
the time travel that is done in
Trunks
the Cell
does,
Saga.
yeah.
That's oh god.
Yeah.
That's a mess.
There's at
That's
least
so
4.
messy.
There's at least
blame
4
that
that
on
can
Super.
join into, like, Timeline Prime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not to mention all the other versions of the events.
That's a lot. Levi, since you're a newfound Blue Beetle fan, you want to take point on this story?
Yeah. As soon as you open the link is loaded. All right. Here we go, people. Blue Beetle series on HBO. All right.
Help me.
Yeah,
I mean, like, the HBO, like, Game of Thronesian budget isn't too scary, but still, this is bold.
Yeah, so for those of you who don't know, Blue Beetle is a DC superhero. Jared, want to take it from there?
Yeah.
That's all I got, buddy.
Yeah, I mean, as far as his power scheme is, it's basically an Iron Man-like with the scarab suit. Reportedly, he's getting a show on HBO Max, just like the Green Lantern one.
All the, like, how are those the two you land on? I get that, like, the popular DC heroes are all really hard to do on TV, right? Like, it's incredibly difficult.
Except for friggin' Batman!
Yeah, but someone owns those rights. But, like, the two you go with. Well, that's like that's
Disney owns those rights.
What?
That just occurred to me. Disney's the one that owns the TV rights to Batman.
Wait, who had them before? ABC.
Fox. because of Gotham.
Batman cameo in the MCU confirmed? Question mark.
That's who Michael Keaton's playing in Morbius.
We just can't
Plot
stop
twist.
having...
Bruce.
Plot twist. Morbius is Batman.
No, he's Man Bat. Get it right.
Yeah.
Oh, my apologies. But anyway, yeah, we're
That just
looking
occurred
at
to me.
a live action Blue Beetle series. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Apparently.
Yeah, same thing with like, the Stargirl show
That's
that's on
silly.
DC Universe.
That's silly.
And those of you who are holdovers from Hall of Heroes know about Travis's
Okay, wait.
very checkered history
Disney,
with...
hold on. Disney does not own the rights to Batman TV.
Oh,
They stayed with Warner Brothers.
that hurts. I really wish that it was the case. That'd be funny.
Anyway, my
Another
checkered
Batman
history.
cameo in the TMNT confirmed?
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah, that is fine.
Well, my checkered history with what now?
With the TV shows on DC Universe.
Oh, fuck them. I did it. I know. I'm sorry. I thought about Titans and I couldn't help it. I couldn't help it.
Go back and listen to our days on Hall of Heroes and the things he had to see on that show.
Titans is so bad. It's so bad. And like,
Every time one of us drop an F-bomb, this will be the unofficial swear jar. We owe you something off of the dollar menu at Taco Bell.
oh God, I'm gonna. owe
Anytime
you-
there's an F-bomb, like you already have a chalupa out of me from episode 1.
Oh God, I'm gonna owe you a small fortune
Yeah.
if I have to keep talking about Titans.
Gonna owe me tenure out of high school.
Yeah. But like, okay, so HBO Max is making Doom Patrol season 2, or like is
Yeah.
funding it.
Yeah.
So presumably these shows are going to exist in that universe, which means they're going to be like just terrible. They're going to be so bad because like that. Granted, I know Titans is apparently the outlier and that Doom Patrol is good and Swamp Thing's apparently good, but Titans is bad. Titans is so bad.
Quite.
And part of the reason it's so bad is that they don't want to animate any of their superpowers. And like now you have the balls to go, okay, we're going to have like
Blue Iron Man.
Blue Iron Man and Jedi with more power, like visible powers.
Yeah.
That's where you go? Really? You
And
want
a
to
live action.
You want to
Yeah.
do like glowy animated power space cops? Really? On a TV budget? Really?
I mean, again, granted, it's not like CW budget because, like, it's HBO. They could feasibly throw that, like,
You would think though that like
Like,
on DC Universe they'd have the budget to throw at those shows all they want. Right? Like Starfire would be flying like she's supposed to be.
yeah,
Beast Boy could turn into more than a tiger once a season.
a half-rendered tiger.
A half-rendered tiger once a season. That's not a joke. I will show you later, Levi.
You have no idea.
No, thank you.
Most episodes of Hall of Heroes where he had to talk about Titans
Yeah.
would end with, like we'd finish recording, we'd hit stop, and then he'd be like, "Come here, you need to watch this clip. Just come here, just come here."
I can't do it the injustice it deserves. Come
Yeah.
here.
I wish
This is
they
a
would.
bold choice.
I wish they'd have made an animated series. I wish
DC
they would.
thrives on animated stuff.
Yeah.
Like they do so well with it. Young Justice is incredible. Their DC, like the animated movie lineup that's been starting since like 2010, I want to say, 2010 or 2012 with Justice League War is incredible. They do so well with their, like, not to mention all the stuff from when we were kids, right?
Oh, absolutely.
That like you could do so much. Like Blue Beetle in Young Justice is an incredibly cool character, and he is like central to the plot of season 2.
Yep.
But you could just do so much, and I don't know why they wouldn't just do an animated.
Yeah, it's Blue Beetle. He has,
Like-
I guess, run-ins with a lot of more famous DC heroes,
Yeah.
like Batman.
Yeah, he's one of those like B-list, like fan favorite B-list characters who like it would be really hard to do a movie around,
Yeah,
but like is great fodder for television. We'll have to wait and see. I look forward to seeing what they do. I really do want to see what comes to be of it. I know there was supposed to be a movie that was going to have him and Booster Gold in it.
And this is the third incarnation of Blue Beetle we're talking about,
Yeah.
according to
Yeah.
reports.
Yeah.
Because that's the one that's become the most popular.
Yeah.
Because like that's the one in Injustice.
Yeah.
The one in Young Justice. Yeah, I'm not.
Wow, you broke your own neck.
I wish I could break mine.
Holy Christ. Did
Just
you
the
hear
left
the
side.
crunch?
Yeah, I heard it.
I heard that for a hot second. What, is my stomach growling? I'm like, no, that's Levi like twisting his head around like a demon. Jesus.
Levi's actually part owl.
I love it.
But yeah, I'm excited because I like Blue Beetle and I love Green Lantern.
Yeah.
And that'll be enough for me to get HBO Max. But so help me God, if those shows are bad, I will riot on Warner Brothers.
There's a part of me that, like, just for the lulz and the meme of it, that wants Green Lantern and Blue Beetle to look like Titans.
My DC Universe for the year came out today, by the way. So like, there's no out for me now. I have to watch it.
You're stuck.
Yeah.
You're in for the long haul again.
I really hope it does well, especially Blue Beetle. But
Yeah.
I wish they would have done animation. With TV, I think you can just do more with animation. Blue Beetle, he's got a lot going for him. You know, lots of plot lines, lots of cool things you can do with his
just
powers.
the way his suit
yeah, the
does
way
its
his suit
thing.
moves. Yeah.
It's like that, again, like Iron Man style, like nanotech.
It's a bleeding edge armor
Yeah.
style thing, only it's just alien tech.
Yeah.
But yeah. We'll
Here's hoping for it.
Oh, well.
we'll see.
Travis, you want to take point on this next story here before I
Yeah.
give the floor to you guys completely for anime talk before we give our quickie awards rundown?
Yeah, hold on.
What are we looking at?
starts filming soon. Story done.
Yeah. Asher Angel said that they were getting ready to shoot soon. So
And they're set for a release in April 2022. So that's
22. I will be a grown boy by then.
a fully grown boy.
I'll hopefully be employed by a school by then.
Nah, we're not. We're making that not happen.
or you will have lots of Taco Bell.
One of the two.
Levi does not think this joke is funny.
No.
We haven't
Not
gone
really.
through with it yet, so at least there's that.
Yeah. All right. So you guys have anime news you want to cover that I am not informed enough to weigh in on. So I give the floor to you guys.
Asian cartoon time, everybody. All
It's
right.
the best time.
So we want to talk about just a couple things. First, we're going to give a shout out to, well, not a shout out, but just let you know that the Crunchyroll Anime Awards are open for fan voting right now. You can go on their website. Crunchyroll is advertising it like crazy. So you can vote for your favorite among the 6 that are listed in each category.
So, what's the one show that wins every award this year? You said Mob Psycho 100.
I'm
season
betting
2.
on Mob Psycho 2.
I could see
'Cause
that.
it's so popular.
Yeah.
But it's tied for the most. I'm pretty sure that one is tied with the most nominations with Vinland Saga, which I thought was a very good anime from 2019.
And I didn't watch it.
Ooh, it's about Vikings, particularly
Oh.
one Viking. Yeah, So to give you, Travis, just a brief summary, right? This Viking's daddy is Thor's, or Tor, with an S at the end, and he is the best of them all. And he decided to run away to Greenland or Iceland, I forget which. It's been a while, and give up the life of a Viking. Well, he dies, and his son sees him die, and he's like, "I'm gonna kill you," to the person who killed his daddy. He ends up traveling with the person who killed his dad. It's very cool, very action packed. He's a bit of a a more angry Sasuke from Naruto kind of character.
Oh,
but
good. That's what I needed in my life.
but a good character.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
There you go. Yeah.
Makes legitimate choices with his life.
Yeah, but my bet is Mob Psycho is going to be the one who takes most of the cake, at least in what it's been nominated for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's also this week. Winter season started.
Winter
for anime.
season 2020.
So we got some shows we want to talk about. My Hero Academia, one of our favorites. I don't know where Jared went, but
he went outside. Yep. He's missing the one.
Then we'll talk about the
anime.
other one first.
Yeah.
I have an addiction to sports anime. I love them so much.
Mm-hmm. Shooting them up every night.
Haikyuu has gotten me to the point where I'm watching real volleyball. Like I'm watching old Olympic games on YouTube. And I'm caught up with the manga, but season 4 started this weekend.
Oh, beautiful.
We got the first episode and the 2 OVAs covering Nekoma's shot into the Nationals, which so good.
Mm-hmm.
It was so good. The opening, the Burnout Syndromes is a fantastic band who's now done the last 3 Haikyuu openings.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Good. Good.
They're good.
For those of you who have no idea what Haikyuu is, Haikyuu
it's
is
about
like
volleyball.
Yeah, it's super volleyball bros. The stuff they actually do is pretty realistic. Maybe not for high school, but for professional.
The sports anime either goes the route of being super real and about camaraderie, or super bombastic and superpowers and hilarious.
Yeah.
And Haikyuu is the
the former.
Yeah. And it's very, very good. There are great ones that are the latter that I love quite a bit. Prince of Tennis will be my first sports anime love of all time, and it gets ridiculous. But I bought him enough time.
Yeah, you did. So Haikyuu season 4.
Check it out. It's good.
Check it out. Check out Haikyuu in general if you haven't.
Yeah, just it's dubbed if you care about that.
Dubbed. The first 2 are dubbed.
And half of season 3 is out on High Dive or Verve if you have either.
See, last I checked, it was only out on Blu-ray, so
they're releasing it one episode at a time, which is a pain in the butt. But like I've already watched it like 6 times in total, including the dub. So I'm like, I can live with this.
Yeah, and this is coming from someone who isn't shooting up sports anime at night. The rivalry between the main character's team and another team called Alba Josai is one of the best rivalries I think I've seen in anime. Just impactful. But aside from that, we have some pretty popular sequel series.
So I looked it up. My Hero Academia goes... So the arc that they're on, like from the manga, ends this coming Saturday. And then they're running for another 11 episodes.
Okay.
So they're going to be...
We're getting another 25 episode season.
Yeah.
24, 25. That's good.
Is good time.
It is a good time. Jared.
I know not much about a whole lot of anime. However, what I do I like a lot. And I've been showed the things that I like a lot by these 2 gentlemen. So if they recommend anything, take them up on it. Even Travis's weird volleyball one.
You're watching it.
Oh, you're watching it.
Are we sure about that?
Yes.
Both of us agree.
Yes.
Both of us agree.
I didn't even know the rules of volleyball when I started watching it.
I'm the same. But now that I've seen it, I have a new respect for professional volleyball. Because the only other volleyball I've seen was it's gym class, everyone get on teams, and it's a shoot fest.
It's very good, I promise.
I believe that it's good. We'll see about that one.
It's even dubbed for you. You don't have to read anything.
First 2 seasons are dubbed completely.
We'll see. Is that all for the anime talk?
Well, we're just going to run down.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if we got through that part yet. Okay.
Yeah, we were stalling for you.
Because we wanted you here to talk about My Hero, because it's one of the few you've seen.
So we already talked about Haikyuu, and we already talked about My Hero, which is pretty much a love letter to every superhero imaginable.
Yes.
That's worth mentioning, at least. 2020 is going to see the final season of Attack on Titan, which is an anime that took the world by storm.
Yes, it is.
So this is
I
why
gotta
bring it
know,
up.
has the big twist on what the Titans actually are been in the anime yet?
I'm pretty sure.
Yes. I don't watch it, but I know it has been. I don't even know what it is, but I know it's in there.
Like, because I've never been a fan of Attack on Titan. It's not my thing, especially when you find out what the Titans are.
You're a Titan. You're a Titan. Everybody's a Titan.
No, I mean just like that
Well,
too, but also that they're brief spoilers for Attack on Titan. Skip ahead like 20 seconds. They're the equivalent of like endgame war machines, and that like the area that is the like starting area for the show is like the only place that doesn't know that. So they would just drop them like nukes. Yeah. So like that, like the country that they're in is walled off in that area and has been secluded for so long they don't know that the Titans are actually just nuclear weapons, basically.
Right.
But and then the rest of Germany is just overtaken with Titans. I assume it's Germany.
I assume it's
pretty
Germany.
much Germany. So another sequel we're getting is ReZero, which fans have been waiting for a very long time. This is something called an isekai, which means it's a very lazy writing for a
Regular
story.
person is in a fantasy world now.
Yeah.
Deal with it.
It's like a fancy self-insert, pretty
Yeah.
much. But this one was good enough to have a fan base that waited long enough. So I wasn't the biggest fan.
I'm not a big fan of isekai, so I didn't watch
Not
it.
most, yeah. Dr. Stone's getting a new season. Whoop-de-freaking-do. Yeah, I think that covers everything for now.
All right,
So
solid.
hit up the Crunchyroll if you don't want it to be as bad as it has been for the previous years that
Yeah,
it
I
has
mean,
existed.
It's still going to be.
It is.
I just think it's funny. We got some different award show talk.
Yeah, let's get on to another award show that no one likes.
Well, hey, I quite enjoy the Critics' Choice Awards. Last night, we had the Critics' Choice Award at the time of this recording. On Sunday, I should say. The nerd stuff that affects the people listening. Endgame won for Best Visual Effects, Best Action Movie. Joker took home Best Leading Actor. Watchmen brought home both Best Supporting Actress and Best Leading Actress. Pardon me. And then I also know that there was a nomination for Game of Thrones for Best Leading Actor. It did not win. So that was the Critics' Choice Awards. Joaquin Phoenix is still blazing the warpath, leading to what I think we can all probably bet is going to be Best Actress is to lose the Oscars.
Yeah.
And I would have said that before we got the Oscar nominations today.
Whoa.
And I get this one out of the way up top. Endgame is nominated for Best Visual Effects.
Cool. Yeah, I
That's
think
And that's it.
The highest grossing movie of all time, the culmination of a decade's worth of cinema, is nominated for Best Visual Effects. Moving
I
on.
think that's fair.
I don't.
I disagree. Avatar got nominated for 9 different awards that
and
year.
isn't good.
Yeah, Avatar is like a subpar, it's a popcorn movie. Like Avatar is like, it's not amazing. I wouldn't go so far as to say it's bad, but like
I didn't like it.
it's a freaking popcorn movie. I don't understand how this is like how Avatar was somehow like high-minded cinema, but
Because James Cameron's name was on it.
yeah. And well, one of our favorite movies to talk about. Joker is nominated for a whopping 11 awards. It is the most nominated movie in the field, with nominations in makeup and hairstyling, film editing, sound editing, costume design, cinematography, sound mixing, sound design, best adapted screenplay,
Adapted from what, pray tell?
best original score.
That's the one that gets me the most. When I saw that,
he's technically working from some amount of source material.
Is he? I guess he adapts the Killing of the Waynes, and that must count for something.
I mean, he did adapt the script to The King of Comedy.
Oh, you're right.
Best original score, best director, best picture, and best actor.
As long as it doesn't win best director, I'm satisfied.
Or screenplay.
Or screenplay.
Those two we need to avoid. I can't let Todd Phillips bring those home.
Give Scorsese best director. I'll let it happen.
Yeah,
It's my final decision. I'll let it happen. Just don't let it be Todd Phillips.
yeah,
That's all I
can
want.
live with it.
What did Scorsese make?
The Irishman.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
3-hour Netflix epic.
3.5 hour.
Yes. So yeah, that's how the Oscars shook out. Rise of Skywalker's nominated for a few things as well, but we will talk about that on Knights of the Nerd Republic, not here. So yeah, like we've said 1,000 times before, back in the day on Hall of Heroes, reiterated here for this show. Joker's fine.
Joker is well made. It's well acted. It's well everything. It's just the fact that
It's just not
is
well
Midsummer.
written. It's just a poorly written movie.
it's written okay. It's just that Todd Phillips definitely affected my view of this movie.
Absolutely.
Because, I'm an idiot for liking superheroes. I'm an idiot for having role models. He grinds me, man.
Yeah, it's just so helplessly edgy.
I at the very least, I know Scorsese's comments were somewhat taken out of context, and I'm sure if I sat down with Scorsese to have a conversation, we would come to a common ground on, because I think his problem is more that other filmmakers that want to make stuff aren't getting funded over things like the MCU, and he just kind of lashed out at the MCU for it.
Oh, yeah.
And that's understandable. Genuinely, that is. But Todd Phillips saying that the only way to get a real movie passed is to it's just
It's the comic book quote. It's the whole, you can't make anything today because everyone's so sensitive, offended all the time. It's no, dude, you're just not funny anymore. It's not, I'm sorry, The Hangover has aged like milk, but sorry, your franchise doesn't have staying power. That's not on us. That's not, you can't, no one's censoring you. He's just, Joker's just such a nihilistic movie with such a nihilistic message.
I thought you liked Edge.
I thought you liked Edge.
I like tongue-in-cheek Edge. I like Edge when the edgy,
Over the top Edge.
over the top Edge, and when the person is aware of it.
when it's a bit.
Okay.
Yeah, Bakugo as a character is so obnoxiously edgy, but everybody in the room for that is aware. With this just sounds like the rantings of an angry 17-year-old on 4chan. This sounds
when
like
4chan infiltrated Tumblr and started that whole social media war?
Yeah.
That was funny.
Those were the good days of the internet, man.
That was my connection to the Joker.
it's the concept of 4chan.
Yeah. No,
Yep.
it's not even, and again, it's all the perception thing. I wouldn't care so much that the message was a little whatever, but everyone else is treating it like it's some confound message from God that I'm really? Really? This is what you're going to latch on to, that society is broken?
Yeah.
I don't care if it's broken. I'm living in it still.
Yeah.
The
whole, it's just it's the message of, society's evil.
Yeah. And
what do we do about it? It's evil. Okay, but what do you have to say about it?
What are our steps? What's next? No, it's evil.
Yeah, people are bad. That's where the conversation ends.
Remove the people. Oh, just saying.
They made a couple movies about it, like ideology about that too. But yeah, like I think that's at the end of the day, like I don't. That's why a movie revolving around the Joker doesn't work, because when everything is that, and like the chaotic bleakness, no message worth telling can prevail. It's just it's been hamstrung by just like everyone's nobody's civil to each other anymore. Like, okay, what's the problem? People bad. What do we do in response? Comical version of Eat the Rich. Like that's like the movie's response is like, oh, also poor people get angry at the rich for being overly wealthy. What's the solution? They just kill people now. Okay.
They just start murdering.
Also, it's the
It's historically accurate at the very least.
If you saw the movie and how like comedically ham-fisted it is, not even then. Like it's overnight. Like Arthur.
Even worse than telling the French peasants to eat cake.
So in the movie, Arthur, in self-defense, guns down 3 Wayne Enterprises employees.
Well, in self-defense, guns down 2, and then chases the other one down and kills them in cold blood.
Them. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
But it starts with him getting jumped by these guys.
Yes.
And that happens, and then the next day, Thomas Wayne goes on TV and basically does a whole like, poor people are angry at their status.
Do you remember when Hillary Clinton called Trump supporters deplorables? It's that. It's literally that.
Okay.
It's
essentially, yes.
because he's running for mayor. It's literally that he calls them clowns. And now everyone starts wearing his exact clown makeup as a mask, even though nobody got a good look at him.
And like it's literally overnight. Like it goes from like, oh hey, like you're clowns for like hating rich people, to like there's literally a kill the rich protest 5 weeks later.
Yeah.
Like it's practically not even 5 weeks. It's like 2.5 weeks.
Something like
That
that.
the movie takes place over. It's not that long. And it goes from that to like Thomas Wayne's gunned down in cold blood. It's silly and it's bad and I don't like it, but Joaquin's good in it. I swear to God, if Joker wins Best Picture, I'm gonna cry. It's gonna be this year's Green Book. It's a movie that does not deserve to win that, but is going to anyway. With that,
next time.
Yeah, I was saying with that, that's all we have for this week.
Where can people find us? Where can people find you, Levi?
I still haven't made an Instagram.
That's fine.
We should do that tonight.
I was gonna say,
find me at,
do that Wednesday when we record nights.
Find me at Professor Levi on Twitter, and then on Facebook at Levi Baum, BAUM.
You need to stop plugging your Facebook. That one is like the For You one.
Well, why did you have me make it?
For the messenger.
In the chat.
All right, forget I said that, listeners.
Everybody's gonna start sending you friend requests. You have to live with that now. Travis, where can the lovely people find you?
You can find me at Travis Political on Twitter and Instagram. You can find me at Travis Grossman on Facebook. My address is 555 Schmuck Street. My social security number is 420-696969. My debit card information is
1337.
Yeah.
Remember when that was a thing?
What?
Leet.
I have no recollection of this, but you've brought this up many times to me, like the whole concept of leet and trying to explain it to me, and I still don't comprehend.
Think of the monster drinking flat top wearing kid in school.
Yeah.
Not quite a Kyle.
Go back to the early 2K.
Yeah.
The early 2K.
That's a Kyle. Yeah, that's the early 2K Kyle, pretty much.
It's a proto Kyle.
Yeah.
I like
Jared,
it. Yes.
what's your social security number?
Jared, where can the lovely people at home or in their cars whenever they're listening find you?
You guys can find me at DarkJedi2552 on Twitter and Instagram. Pardon me. Be sure to follow the Nerd Academy on all of the social medias and check out www.thenerdacademypodcast.com. And be sure to listen to Knights of the Nerd Republic this week because that's going up on Thursday, and I'm very excited to have both shows live and poppin'.
Papa lockin'.
I think that's everything. Class dismissed.
No homework.
No work.